Welcome back to Tea's Veggies. So, we're just gonna check on everything in the garden, see how everything is going, and try to see if we could do a little bit of planting, of potting. So, first of all, everything here is a bit dry. So just a little update. Everything that I planted here, all the seedlings, they disappeared. Something ate them. I don't even know if this thing is a weed. I'm guessing it's a weed because if it wasn't a weed, the snails or whatever would have eaten it as well. So everything I had here is all empty. Not one thing left. The only thing that is left and doing well is the spinach. So I'm actually gonna start picking these off of that soon enough. So quite discouraging. So starting back from scratch again. So I had these, I didn't do this on camera, but I actually uppotted a few tomatoes. And this one, okay, looks limp. So that one is, sorry baby, but you gotta go. So just rearrange these a little bit. So these are Wapsipinicon peach tomatoes. And then I have sweetie cherry tomatoes. So in order to keep track a little bit, just do some rearranging with the dead plant. And then here, I have how many of them? I popped up 5 golden pal wonder pepper. So these I'm gonna, nothing too difficult. Just uppotting them because as we can see the roots are coming out on the bottom, so that means they're definitely due for an uppotting. Don't mind the parrot in the background. Okay, so if you see my camera person moving a bit, mosquitoes out here trying to kill people. But yeah, it's about that kind of time, mosquito time. Oh, a little update here. So these are the radishes. I don't know if they would bulb up. And these are lots of onions. Don't know why it's so fascinating to do this, but and some tomatoes. Oh, mercy. Okay, and some tomatoes. Oh gosh, tapping up in between. So I have these little containers, and I have to fill them with soil. This is car recycling. I ain't trying to throw away no kind of dirt. So if you hear me flip-flopping sometimes from proper English, what we call semi English, I from here. So, you know, sometimes you flip in and out. But I guess you all can understand exactly what I'm saying. So I'm recycling these dirt, this little bit of dirt that decided to go into the slats, the pots. Because nothing goes to waste in the garden. So it took me just a little bit of time to fill these up. And here, typical in the garden, they always try to keep me company, the little frogs. So I'm gonna just, okay, he jumped out. There you go. go. Okay, the dancing is mosquitoes. Okay. So that's just a mosquito dance. So if you see that from time to time, that's what I use. Okay, so I have to look for my other pots since we had some water on there. I have to put them away. So this has enough space to at least a cut few things so that they could get out of these small cells. I particularly want to try to save all of my peppers because I haven't had peppers for a while. And if you've been to the supermarket lately, you see that the price of peppers is outrageous. And the ones that you do get from the garden, they last much longer than the ones from the supermarket. So the camera woman is still doing the mosquito dance over it. That's what that is. So just bear with us because these things out here dancing. So reality of thing is I like to put my hand in dots. I don't like gloves. So I won't wear the gloves. And if you watch, lots of nice worms. Okay, so that's definitely good that I mixed. I don't want any more of that one. So next pot. Pause. Off camera, I advance a little bit and finish filling these pots. So this is the giant Marconi pepper. That's a sweet pepper. So just hoping that they survive. And I had to keep on putting them in pots instead of in a bed because I don't know what's going on right now, but and it's not like they don't eat them in a bed too. Or the pots, they eat them in the pots, they eat them in the beds. So I just basically pop them out of these cells and put them in here. Make sure the soil is compact around the roots at least. This one now is too young to be transplanted, but like I'm removing the label from this 6 cell, I won't know what it is after. So that's that for that. Let me see what it looks like. It definitely needs to get out. Okay, like this, for example, look at these roots popping out. This is a blue spice basil. So I'm gonna pick these out. They could stay bunched a bit, but these bunches are a little too big, so carefully I'm breaking them up carefully. And if you can see here, something was eating them in the cells too, so I don't know what's the solution as yet. So I put a black plastic in the bed from the chicken. I don't see the chicken anymore, but because it's a little wet, there are snails, and besides picking them up when I see them and popping them over the fence, I haven't had another solution. So this last one, okay, like that. Let's see what else that we need to get out. I only see 2 of these right now, so I think I'm gonna leave the name tag just in case the rest pop up. So this is Minnesota midget cantaloupe, and look at the root system on that. So trying to get the roots in properly. It definitely won't be able to stay in that small cell for very long. Just buying myself some time before I actually put it in a bigger pot. The lime basil too, they're even starting to change color a bit, so that means they definitely need to get out. Okay, and it's hot, so if you see me perspiring, it is hot. Almost in the evening right now. Well, late afternoon. Let's say late afternoon. Let's not go so fast to say evening. It's after 4, I think, right now. So these are bunched up like this, but eventually I will be separating them as they get a little bigger, so that they won't be able to compete for nutrients. So I have 5 more places there. Okay, habanero pepper. So this is basically like a habanero, but with no heat. I haven't had them grow enough to place them as yet. So hopefully I'll be able to see what they taste like. I did transplant some holy basil over there already. I think that was gone. Yes, that's definitely gone. So let me see if I could save these last two. So let me just walk around. Since that first tray is planted, I want to walk around and see if on this side anything survived. Okay, so this okra plant has been here for a little while, so it's big enough that nothing is eating it. They basically have a worm from the research that I did before. There's basically a worm in the leaves, so instead of doing a whole treatment, I just clip off these leaves. So these are okra plants as well, young okras. Okay, I almost killed that one sitting here, and here in here we can see the flowers about to start on this okra plant. So signing out for today. Thank you for joining me again on Teas Veggies. And as you see, we have lots of seedlings to a pot, so that will be in a coming video. Bye.